Wilderness Trails is a faith-based camping ministry whose aim is to share the gospel of Jesus with hurting and at-risk kids in God's gorgeous creation and in the outdoor camping setting. During the camps, the kids will get to do tons of activities, hopefully things that they've never had a chance to do before. They'll get the chance to play gaga ball, do a ropes course, water balloon tosses, obstacle courses, swimming, zip lining, and we just hope to give them an experience that they'll always remember so that they have fond memories of camp looking back. One of my favorite things at Wilderness Trails is the volunteer base that we have. Our camps are totally volunteer run, and it's an awesome opportunity for young men and young women who love Jesus to come up and have an audience of kids that think they're really cool and just really look up to them, and they get to share the gospel with them.
Coming up here and seeing how much the girls change, sometimes they do a complete 180 where I see that they won't be involved in the activities or won't want to learn more about the Lord, and then by the end they just are completely changed and they are super curious and super invested in having a relationship with Him, and so it's really wonderful to see the changes they go through and the seeds that we can plant in their life. One of my favorite things about being up here at Wilderness Trails is campfire and just that fellowship that you get at the end of the day when you do skits and songs together, and we're just goofy, but it's also centered around the Lord, so that's really neat. It's really interesting to see the growth that the campers go through from year to year, and the ones that we have coming back. And so specifically this one camper, she didn't want to participate in any of the activities, and was just being a troubled camper, and she came back the next year and she was just first one to all the activities and really sweet and lighthearted, and it's interesting to see how we can impact those girls' lives and affect their attitudes, and it's really neat.
I started volunteering at Wilderness Trails in February of 2015 because I was a camper and I wanted to kind of get an idea of what it was like to be a leader and to kind of give back to what my leader did for me. Being a leader has impacted my life in many ways, considering the relationships I get to build with the kids. Relationships to me are very important, and so being able to be there with the kids and to teach them and to learn from them is very important, and has taught me to be more patient in my own personal life, taught me to be more loving to people in my life, and just overall has improved my personality with people.
Being a leader has impacted my life from just hearing their stories and what they go through at home is heartbreaking, but still seeing just the smiles on their faces is just so inspiring, and it's what brings me back to the camp. One camper that's really stuck out to me is a little girl I've had in my camp twice now, and she's been here all the weeks that I've worked, and she started out just being really shy and just really closed off, kind of was off by herself most of the time, and it took us the whole week last year just to get her to open up to us. And then seeing her this year, she's just so engaging with all the other girls and helpful, and just loves the Lord and is so sweet and just runs up to you and gives you hugs and grabs your hand. It's just such a change in a year. I think my favorite part of camp would have to be the night times, especially the last night, is just because it's when the girls are the most warmed up to you and are most comfortable just being here. They really open up on the last night and are just really wanting to know more about God, and just are just super full of questions and engaging with you. And I think that's really special, just to have those one-on-one conversations and just see where they're at in their lives, just and how they feel about God, and it's just really cool seeing where their hearts are at.
We serve kids ages 8 to 17, and we run camps year-round for them. There are summer camps for kids of all ages, horse camps, backpacking trips, and then the kids that come in the summer get invited back up to our weekend retreats, so we get to stay in touch with them throughout the entire year.